Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
A legend has spoken about the current issues surrounding Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns, especially after the recent SmackDown, which stirred up further controversy. He's made a clarification. Paul Heyman and CM Punk appear to be connected, heading into WrestleMania. Roman Reigns' wise man owes Punk a favor, and it is one that he is yet to repay. However, with a straight-edge superstar winking at him on SmackDown, and saying that Heyman handed Reigns to him on a silver platter, fans are saying that he might be betraying the tribal chief. Tommy Dreamer has spoken on it. At WrestleMania, Roman Reigns will face CM Punk and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match. However, he may not have Heyman's full support. Tommy Dreamer talked about it on Busted Open Radio. He said that he felt that Paul Heyman would be the one to decide the finish of the match and that he would be siding with CM Punk for one reason only: Punk was a full-timer while Reigns was not. He said that the OTC may not be producing as much money as Punk would. He then went on to clarify that he only meant Heyman as a character. "I think Paul Heyman is going to decide the finish if this is the match, this whole thing with Punk and Paul. At the end of the day, Punk is more of a full-timer than Roman. I don't know if Paul would go to his friend as opposed to his money train, because also the money train may be, in Paul's mind, not producing as much money. That's always Paul's bottom line. I'm talking, strictly about, the character." HD Wrestling Headlines. Triple H has made Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman vs Seth Rollins vs CM Punk official for WrestleMania. While Heyman's decision is up for debate, it remains to be seen what will happen. The wise man clearly holds a lot of power going into this match, and he has never shown any hesitation in supporting Reigns. If Tommy Dreamer's opinion is true and he betrayed Reigns, it would be one of the biggest heel turns in recent times, given that the tribal chief is now a babyface. Triple H has made the match official, announcing it after SmackDown. For years, Paul Heyman has been synonymous with Roman Reigns. The wise man, the special counsel, the strategic genius behind the tribal chief's historic reign, his loyalty to Reigns seemed unquestionable. But now, a legendary insider has revealed shocking details about an impending betrayal at WrestleMania, sending shockwaves through the WWE universe. According to this WWE legend, Heyman has a singular, calculated reason for turning on Roman Reigns, and it's not about power or money, it's about legacy. Looking back, there have been subtle yet crucial moments hinting at cracks in the Reigns-Heyman alliance. When Roman was sidelined by injuries or personal matters, Heyman's interactions with Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline's growing tensions raised eyebrows. He was always the master manipulator, and some believed he was positioning himself to ensure his own survival beyond Roman's rule. During recent WWE programming, Heyman has been seen whispering to Solo Sikoa more frequently, sometimes even looking visibly distressed when addressing the tribal chief. He's a man who always has a plan, and according to the WWE legend, that plan doesn't include Roman Reigns ruling forever. The ultimate betrayal isn't just speculation anymore. It's happening at WrestleMania, and it will change WWE forever. The WWE legend, who has remained anonymous for now, gave a stunning reason behind Heyman's decision to turn his back on Roman Reigns. Paul Heyman is all about preserving his legacy. He's been attached to dominant forces in wrestling history: Brock Lesnar, CM Punk, and now Roman Reigns. He knows when it's time to jump ship. Heyman doesn't want to be remembered as the guy who went down with Reigns. He wants to be the mastermind behind the next big thing. Heyman sees the end of the tribal chief's reign coming. Whether it's Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, or a shocking new opponent, he knows Reigns can't stay on top forever. And Paul Heyman does not align himself with losers. Instead, Heyman is reportedly making a deal with the future of WWE, the man who will dethrone Reigns at WrestleMania. If Heyman is turning on Roman Reigns, the biggest question is, who is he siding with? There are a few major possibilities. Cody Rhodes has unfinished business with Roman Reigns after WrestleMania 39. The WWE legend speculated that Heyman could betray Reigns by costing him the match against Rhodes, ensuring that the story Cody has been telling for over a year reaches its conclusion. Heyman has a history with the Rhodes family, and aligning with Cody would add a historic twist to the betrayal. If Heyman acknowledges that Cody is the true heir to the WWE throne, Roman's downfall would be even more poetic. Solo Sikoa has been groomed as the silent enforcer of the Bloodline, but he's slowly emerging as more than just a background player. Many believe that Heyman could be whispering in Solo's ear, convincing him that he should be the true leader of the Bloodline. Heyman betraying Roman to hand Solo the keys to the Empire would be a ruthless and shocking power play. It would fracture the bloodline, forcing Reigns into an unexpected war with his own family. Another rumor circulating in wrestling circles is that Heyman has been keeping an eye on Jacob Fatu, a dominant force in the Anoa'i family. If Jacob debuts at WrestleMania and takes Roman out under Heyman's guidance, it could signify the start of a completely new era. If this is the case, Heyman would once again prove that he's always thinking several steps ahead. The betrayal itself could play out in several brutal ways. The classic heel turn: Heyman might accidentally cost Reigns his match by sliding the championship belt to his opponent. It's a classic move, and one that Heyman has used before. A distraction or low blow: Heyman could directly interfere in the match, distracting the referee or even low-blowing Roman when the moment is right. A new stables formation: if Heyman has been planning this for months, he might already have a new stable waiting to take Roman down the moment he's vulnerable. No matter the method, one thing is clear: Roman Reigns will not see it coming. Heyman sends clarification amidst speculation. As rumors exploded online, Heyman was quick to respond. In a carefully worded statement, he neither confirmed nor denied the allegations of an upcoming betrayal. "I remain loyal to the tribal chief until the very end. But loyalty in this business is a matter of perspective." This cryptic statement has only added more fuel to the fire. Could it be that Heyman has already made up his mind? If Heyman does betray Roman Reigns, it could mark the beginning of the end for the tribal chief's dominance in WWE. Without Heyman's strategic mind and influence, Roman would be more vulnerable than ever. He would be forced to fight alone, perhaps for the first time in years. Would this finally make Roman turn babyface? Would he seek revenge in a storyline spanning the entire year? The fallout from Heyman's betrayal would shake WWE to its core. Paul Heyman is one of the greatest masterminds in wrestling history. If he's truly planning to betray Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, it won't be a spur-of-the-moment decision. It will be calculated, precise, and executed in a way that cements his place in history. And when the dust settles, the WWE Universe will be left wondering, was the tribal chief's reign always destined to end like this? Paul Heyman reveals massive detail about Roman Reigns' appearance at WWE Baloney. Roman Reigns got into a heated brawl with Seth Rollins and CM Punk on this week's episode of SmackDown. The three men have been involved in a storyline filled with pure hatred and rage ever since Punk eliminated both Rollins and Reigns from the Royal Rumble match. Paul Heyman shared a massive detail about Roman Reigns' appearance on this week's SmackDown. Roman Reigns came out on SmackDown to confront both Punk and Rollins after he had destroyed them both on Raw 2 weeks ago. After all three men were in the ring, it quickly turned into an all-out brawl. After the show, Heyman commented on WWE's reel on Instagram to thank the designer for his custom shirt and suit. "Mad props to @Brioni_official for this custom shirt and suit, especially for #Webalonia #WWE #SmackDown at USA Network at Netflix at WWE_Netflix at Kagrup, and of course, just to be a dapper #GOAT #Wiseman standing in support of my #Tribal Chief, the #GOAT at Roman Reigns." Heyman on Instagram. After the show, it was announced that Reigns, Punk, and Rollins would be competing in a triple threat match at the Show of Shows in Las Vegas. It will be interesting to see who leaves Sin City as the winner after the Mania weekend. Paul Heyman appreciates the crowd during Roman Reigns' entrance. The electric Italian crowd made this week's episode of Friday Night SmackDown even better. The crowd in Baloney reacted enthusiastically to every small thing that took place in the ring. After the show ended, the Wiseman took to his Instagram story to appreciate the Baloney crowd for serenading Roman Reigns. The crowd sang at the top of their lungs when Reigns was standing in the ring, acknowledging their tribal chief. The Wiseman's Instagram story after Baloney loves, respects, venerates, appreciates and recognizes the tribal chief and his wise man. "Sing at the top of your lungs, Baloney." Heyman wrote on Instagram. The tribal chief will head to Las Vegas next month to compete in a triple threat match against CM Punk and Seth Rollins. Fans are excited to see the three men go head-to-head in Vegas. In the electrifying world of WWE, few alliances have captivated audiences like that of Roman Reigns and his Wiseman, Paul Heyman. Their partnership has been a cornerstone of Reigns' dominance, with Heyman's strategic genius complementing Reigns' in-ring prowess. As WWE prepared for its March 21, 2025, episode of SmackDown at the Unipol Arena in Bologna, Italy, Heyman made a revelation that sent shockwaves through the WWE Universe. The prelude, a tense build-up. The weeks leading up to the Bologna event were rife with tension. On the March 10 episode of Raw, A high-stakes steel cage match between CM Punk and Seth Rollins was disrupted by the unexpected return of Roman Reigns. Reigns' interference not only handed Rollins the victory but also saw both competitors subjected to his wrath. This assault culminated in a brutal attack on Punk, leaving fans and commentators speculating about Reigns' motives and future intentions. In the aftermath, Paul Heyman addressed the WWE Universe on the March 14 episode of SmackDown, declaring it Roman Reigns Day in honor of Reigns gracing the cover of WWE 2K25. Amidst the celebration, Heyman acknowledged the brewing animosity from Punk and Rollins, stating that if anyone had issues with Reigns, they could confront him directly on the upcoming SmackDown in Bologna, where Reigns would appear live. CM Punk's defiant response. Never one to back down, CM Punk responded to Heyman's proclamation with characteristic defiance. Despite being a Raw exclusive talent, Punk announced via social media that he would attend SmackDown in Bologna to confront Reigns, signaling his intent to settle scores and challenge the so-called Tribal Chief. The Bologna Showdown, unveiling the massive detail. As the March 21 SmackDown unfolded in Bologna, the atmosphere was electric. Fans packed the Unipol Arena, eager to witness the anticipated confrontations. The evening featured several high-octane matches, including a non-title bout where the Street Profits defeated Legado del Fantasma's Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, showcasing Montez Ford's athleticism with a mid-air flip that left opponents stunned. The climax of the night came when Roman Reigns, accompanied by Paul Heyman, addressed the WWE Universe. Reigns recounted his recent actions, expressing grievances over being wronged by Punk and Rollins. He declared his readiness to face anyone daring enough to challenge him. This bold statement set the stage for an explosive confrontation, underscoring the escalating tensions among WWE's top superstars. Paul Heyman's revelation, a game-changer. Amidst the unfolding drama, Paul Heyman dropped a bombshell that would alter the trajectory of WWE's narrative landscape. Heyman revealed that Roman Reigns had not withdrawn himself from the WWE draft. Instead, it was Heyman who made that decision. He explained that he hadn't spoken to Reigns since WrestleMania and took it upon himself to protect Reigns from the internal chaos within the bloodline. This admission not only highlighted Heyman's influential role but also hinted at potential fractures within the faction, adding a layer of complexity to Reigns' dominance and the group's unity. Implications for the bloodline and WWE. Heyman's revelation had far-reaching implications. The bloodline, once a symbol of unassailable strength, now appeared vulnerable to internal discord. Heyman's unilateral decision to withdraw Reigns from the draft suggested a lack of communication and possible dissent within the ranks. This development raised questions about Reigns' leadership and the future cohesion of the bloodline, setting the stage for potential power struggles and shifting alliances. The road ahead, WrestleMania and beyond. With WrestleMania 41 on the horizon, the stakes have never been higher. The events in Bologna have intensified rivalries and blurred the lines between allies and adversaries. Reigns' actions and Heyman's revelation have added layers of intrigue to the upcoming matches, particularly concerning Reigns' title defenses and the Bloodline's role in them. Fans are left speculating whether the Bloodline will maintain its dominance or crumble under internal pressures, making WrestleMania 41 a must-watch event. Conclusion: a turning point in WWE history. Paul Heyman's disclosure about Roman Reigns' draft status has ushered in a new era of uncertainty and excitement in WWE. As alliances shift and rivalries intensify, the WWE Universe is poised on the edge of their seats, anticipating the next chapter in this unfolding saga. The Bologna SmackDown will be remembered as a pivotal moment that reshaped narratives and set the course for future confrontations, solidifying its place in WWE history.